Bronze. Peace, Chiefs and Deers. Here with a quick video, a quick assessment. And before I begin, this is not for me to jeer at anyone who decides to get the COVID-19 vaccine. Just to get straight into it, if you decide to get the vaccine, the only thing that I ask you to do is look up, the effect, well, not the effects, because I know that a lot of coverage has been involved with the effects and all these different things. I'm only saying this to get information before you put stuff into your body. And that goes with anything, not just a vaccine. That you just need to be very conscious about what goes into your body, because obviously your body is a vessel. So, be very aware about what you put inside your body and, all these different things out, in the world. And I know it's a very important time right now because the Delta variant of the COVID-19 is starting to spread. And, we're getting all comfortable with being outside and, reestablishing ourselves and stuff like that. And to be honest with you, viewers, I would suspect that it's more than likely going to be another lockdown. And that's just my hypothesis. I might be wrong, but, if they're saying the Delta variant is becoming more prevalent in the US, I can only suspect that, it's only going to go back to us having a lockdown. So, just be very cautious about it. But I just wanted to share this video with you guys today about Kamala Harris, me not being a big supporter of Kamala Harris in general, and how she tries to use all these plights of trying to relate to so-called Black people. And I've never changed my tune on what I think the government is doing when they're talking about so-called Black people and the COVID vaccine, how they've been pushing so many times on trying to get so-called African Americans or people of the melanated diaspora to push and get the vaccine. Regardless if people get the vaccine or not, I still believe that the US in general, especially the government, is doing this as propaganda, as a way of eugenics. And maybe people don't like it, what I'm having to say, but that's just my opinion. I've always said that, especially when it comes to COVID, not to say that COVID isn't real, obviously I know it's real, but just the fact of the matter that they're doing the whole entire vaccine thing with all these different cases of people dying and all these different things, all these side effects that happen. And I know it's not just so-called Black people, but just the fact of the matter, I think that they're pushing it more towards the so-called African-American community or so-called Black people as a form of eugenics. So we're going to share this video and see bum-ass Kamala Harris do this whole entire Negro spiritual likeness to make it seem like she can pander towards so-called Black people. Piece of shit woman.
I do believe that the act of getting vaccinated is the very essence of what the Bible tells us when it says, love thy neighbor.
You see, this is why I get really aggravated. Not because I'm doing this to be cynical. I cannot stand people like Kamala Harris, because Kamala Harris is a fake. I've always said that. Kamala Harris is a piece of shit fake. And my thing about it is, I can't stand when they have to go with all these like tropes and trying to go with all these different things to convince so-called Black people to get a vaccine. And not only did they do that, they used the Bible reference. They used basketball references. They used rap references. I mean, if y'all don't see this, I don't understand how y'all can't unsee this and unpack that. You know what I'm saying? And that they do it specifically towards so-called Black people in order to make it seem as if they are on your side. Again, the government is not on your side, obviously. Kamala Harris is not on your side. Bum-ass Joe Biden is not on your side. So I need people to be aware of that.
Right? Because what we know is, one can ask, well, who is one's neighbor? Is it the person who lives to my left, lives to my right? I know them, may borrow a cup of sugar, right?
Really, bitch? Really, bitch? You gotta go ahead and use that trope and borrow shit. Neighbor to my left, neighbor to my right. All these comfort words that these politicians try to use to relate to so-called Black people is damn near hilarious.
But what we know it means when we talk about love thy neighbor is that, yes, it may be the person next door, and it may be the man on the side of the road, and it may be a perfect stranger. And in the face of that stranger, you see a friend. That's what this is about. And so by getting vaccinated, you are loving your neighbor.
And let's be clear. Let's be clear, right? Like, this bitch probably don't even read the Bible, and she's out here trying to tell you love thy neighbor. That's the only thing she can go to. She can't go to any other Bible verses, but can sit up there and tell you love thy neighbor, man. Like I said before, family. Like, y'all, look, listen. I can't do anything. Y'all voted for these two people. I didn't look. Y'all voted for them. All right. I'm just trying to tell y'all. I just don't like the whole entire thing that, you know, or people like Kamala Harris tries to do all these tropes to relate to so-called Black people and have a target focus on them in order to get something as legible as a vaccine from COVID. You understand? But otherwise than that, y'all stay safe out there. Make sure y'all take care of yourselves and just be aware about what's going on in your world. Peace.